satisfy our physical needs, and we sell our birthright for the sake of the physical. And they were doing the same thing. The material meant more to them than the spiritual realm did. And so they had a fixation. The Bible says what? Seek first the kingdom of God. First seek the kingdom of God. You'll find this book is profoundly simple, and yet it has a very clear message, and we will get to that in a little while. But they had a fixation with other things. You know, the love of many, again, we heard it this morning, the love of many will wax cold. And other things crowd into our life. And this is a day and age in which we live where God, again, for the average believer, he's put on the back burner somewhere, and we've just basically neglected the house of God. And when I say neglected the house of God, I'm not talking about a building that you go to, but our own spiritual walk with God. Our own spiritual condition that God wants to bring into a place of submission to Him, a place where He has control, where He has first place in our life, and where we're led by the Spirit of God. We're not motivated by anything less than that. Number 4 is their exhortation, or if you like, their examination. Verse 5, therefore, thus saith the Lord, consider your ways. In other words, this is a word of reproof. It's a word of exhortation. God is saying, listen, stop what you're doing and consider where you're going. Take a spiritual inventory. If we put it in the words of the New Testament, examine yourself to see if you're in the faith. You know, one of the things I hated in school were the examinations. You know, I was always very quiet, reserved, never caused the teacher a problem and so on, but my mind was a zillion miles away, and I was doodling or whatever I was preoccupied with. But when the exam came, wow, what a revelation.